Well, thanks for staying with us. For more on our tough stories and other programs, visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb.
You can also download or go to m.channelstv.com to view us live on an iPad, iPhone, BlackBerry, or an Android device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android devices and Nokia 920 from their respective stores. Despite his suspension from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Governor Rotimi Amaechi's faction of the Nigerian Governors Forum got a boost yesterday as the Northern Governors Forum threw their weight behind them. Announcing the group's position at the end of a meeting of the Northern Governors in Kaduna, Governor Tanko Almakura of Nasarawa State maintained that the crisis rocking the Nigerian Governors Forum will be resolved internally.
Son had an election, and that's all I can say. And democracy had attained by the conduct of that election, and I remain on that side. I had an election. We had election of the Governors Forum, Nigerian Governors Forum. We have some problem. This is an internal problem that we will solve within ourselves. It's not something that we should externalize and bring other people that have nothing to do with it. It is a family affair, and one way or the other, I can assure you, this matter will be sorted out amicably and within the family of the Governors Forum.
Nasarawa State Governor Tanko Almakura. The need to formulate laws that would impact on the well-being of Nigerians formed the focus of discussion at the closing ceremony of the Centenary Law Summit in Abuja yesterday. Speakers at the event advocated for the repeal of many of the outdated laws which, according to them, are unable to address the current realities in Nigeria.
For 4 days, legal experts brainstorm on how Nigeria's laws affect the different aspects of life. The discussion, according to the Director General of the National Institute for Advanced Legal Studies, Professor Epiphany Azinge, is hinged on the need to revamp the country's laws to meet the needs of all Nigerians.
We no longer believe in the dry scholarship of putting researches in the wardrobe, but making sure that researches are put on the table and life and vitality will be breathed into it so that society will draw from it and benefit from it effectively. So that has been the idea behind this law summit, and I believe to a very, very large extent we've been able to achieve that, and we believe that we're also making projections for the next 100 years.
For other speakers, however, there is a disconnect between the laws and the needs of the present-day Nigerians. They also shared their thoughts on the way forward.
We're already working on the National Health Insurance Act. We're repealing the old act, and we're coming up with a new one. We've gone through the first reading, second reading. We've gone through public hearing. We are putting up a report now to bring it back to the Senate. We are now expanding it to make provision for social health insurance scheme that involves both the public and the organized private sector. We are providing for mutual health insurance. We are also providing for special schemes that what we call the Vulnerable Group Fund, that we attend to the elderly, attend to those who are unemployed, attend to children under 5 and pregnant women and the disabled. So a new law actually will come in by God's grace. We hope that before the end of the year.
Participants at this event agreed that not only should the laws governing the country be restructured, but such an action should be done within the shortest possible time to ensure that it addresses the needs of every Nigerian. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.
The Joint Security Forces in Kano State, northwest Nigeria, have discovered more arms in the same house in the state capital, where a large quantity of arms and ammunition were recovered only last week. The JTF, in a press statement by its spokesperson, Captain Ikedichi Iweha, said the weapons, which were contained in a cooler and hidden under a wardrobe, include 80 indicators, 5 PPK pistols, 334 rounds of ammunition, 9 magazines, and 4 pistol silencers. But in the meantime, all efforts by our Kano State correspondents to speak with the owner of the house, Mr. Abdul Hassan Taha, was not successful, as he told Channels Television that he was advised not to talk to the media. while Captain Iwe had maintained that the house is currently under 24-hour surveillance by the JTF. He did not explain why the Lebanese is still working free.
9 persons were killed in Kushaka village in Niger State after suspected Fulani herdsmen attacked the village in an early morning attack yesterday. The attack occurred at about 1 a.m. when the herdsmen, numbering over 100, allegedly invaded the sleepy town and started chasing everyone in sight, and in the process hacked 9 people to death and injured 1. The Niger State Police Public Relations Officer, Richard Oguche, while confirming the incident, maintained that the command has begun investigation into the attacks, which shook the town by surprise. He added that a detachment of over 200 police officers from the command has been sent to the community to maintain peace and order.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, as the NDDC, says it has distributed 30,000 insecticide-treated nets, 80,000 deworming tablets and 1 million auto syringes to Akwa Ibom and Cross River state governments. At the handing over ceremony at the Central Medical Stores of the Ministry of Health, the NDDC Director of Education, Health and Social Services, Dr. Mrs. Christy Atako, said the insecticide nets designed to tackle malaria infection responsible for the high mortality rate.
These medical items will certainly be a big relief once it gets to the people. The NDTC is optimistic that the Akwa Ibom state government will continue to work with them.
Yeah, basically they are the standard long-lasting insecticide-treated nets. They're impregnated with an insecticide, permethrin and some other agents. Usually when the mosquito touches it, they die off within a few minutes. But it's important for you to also educate the people that they need to sun the nets initially and they need to lie under the nets. Well, some of them use them in their gardens, some of them put them under their beds. These nets are meant to be used. The quality is quite guaranteed. They're all registered and approved by the relevant authorities in the country.
That's done. The Commissioner for Health in Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Basi Atia, stressed that an enlightenment program will be put in place so residents can have a better insight on how to use these items to reduce malaria and other diseases.
Where we are is the essential drug program store, where commodities like these are usually brought. As you are aware, Cross River State tops when it comes to issues of nets and their distribution, as far as this country is concerned. We are grateful and happy that NDDC has come to collaborate with Cross River State to reach its citizens. It's a thing of joy. And I'm rest assured that with the structure in Cross River State, your net will reach the nooks and crannies of this state.
When the NDDC team get to Cross River State, the story is not any different.
They even told us what they need is pneumococcal vaccines. We are taking that request back to our system, try to plan for it, and once it's approved, it's an ongoing program. What NDDC intervenes in is based on the requests from the states. We try to make it holistic because, we're dealing with 9 states. However, there are certain states that have certain special needs, and we try to meet them as well.
The distribution of insecticide nets and deworming tablets is not new to the NDDC. The twist in the tale is that the items are now being handed over to the State Ministry of Health so it can get to more people.
Well, still ahead on News Track, the federal government set to diversify the economy through cocoa production.
And in sports, Nigeria's team list for the 2013 FIFA Confederations Cup is out.
Please join us again.
It's a platform to ask and get answers to those personal questions bordering on your health. Every Saturday at 12:30 p.m., medical and non-medical experts in simple language address nagging questions on nutrition and fitness, cardiovascular health, growth and development, reproductive health and first aid and safety, and a host of other health conditions on Health Matters. Health Matters dispels general misconceptions about certain health conditions. For a better understanding of how to improve your health, watch Health Matters